gentlemen, welcome to the Comic Conspiracy, episode 654 for the week of April 6, 2026. My name is Ryan Higgins. Who's here this week?
Rockstigger.
Kevin.
Sure was your name, I guess.
Lane.
Maybe it's just me. Like, everyone is incredibly quiet. I'll assume this all sounds fine. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We're waiting on Toby to see if he shows up. I have no idea. We're going to talk WonderCon. We'll save that for if Toby shows up, because I'm sure he has weird stories to talk about. But Lane and Kevin are down at WonderCon. We'll get to that later in the podcast, though. We'll just talk about random DC stuff. Sorry, I was looking at, of course there's always DC stuff here. I was looking at a thing that says DC in front of me when I said that. Random topics here.
Random topics.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet start to the year. We had a bunch of random stories from the last couple of years, but this time's not too bad. Are you okay, Brock? Like, is there something wrong? Or?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Is this something? Is this a thing? Is this a bit? Like, Is this a meme? I don't know. Like, got it. Okay, joke's on me apparently. So great. I don't get it. Moving on. Yeah. How's everyone?
Perfectly fine.
Should I stop this podcast? Like, what are we doing here? Is this from something? Like, seriously, did I miss something? Kevin,
what's your first topic, Ryan?
Why don't you explain something?
Get to business.
I guess I have no clue what's going on here. I'll just I'll undo this, and then I'll actually click on this link instead of clicking on the smiley face link. Hey, there was a random topic from Comics Pro 2026 that I totally missed to talk about. Do you guys remember when Substack gave all the comic creators like hundreds of thousands of dollars to do stuff for Substack, and everyone got all pissed off, and then everyone hates Substack, and some people still use it and some people don't. And yes. Substack, I guess, still exists. Do you guys remember this a couple years ago?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, the Jonathan Hickman 3 Worlds, 3 Moons line of Substack comics, I guess. Did any of you guys ever read these? Did anyone ever see these? Do you know like anything about it? Because they're getting published. They're actually going to be. There must have had a line time where they couldn't do anything, but they're going to. Dark Horse is going to be publishing at least the first book, Foundations. Have stories by Christian Ward, James Stocco, Juniba Ramvi, Al Ewing, Steve Epting, and Phil Hester, and others. I completely forgot this existed. There's this other world of comics that existed on Substack for like a year or two that took these creators out of Marvel and DC and Image, and like very quickly they all came back. But it was this weird like 6-month period where they all went off and were doing what's that?
Substack sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't use it, but I just don't know what the deal with this line of books were. Like, very little has come from it. I know Scott Snyder does like a class thing. That's different. He has like this whole like kind of online thing he does through there. But everything else, there were a bunch of these comics, and I guess they'll slowly start to trickle off Substack as rights.
What year was that?
This is 2021.
God.
Yeah.
That feels like a year ago, and also like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
COVID times.
Yeah.
In Emerald City.
Yep.
Hickman was there with 2 of his co-creators, and they were selling books, and they were doing the launch preview book thing.
Wow, very loud dog.
Whoa.
It's the dog.
Yeah, it's just a thing where he collaborated with different friends, artists that he wanted to do, and the idea is that everything takes place in the same universe. So even though they have their own little, I guess, they created worlds that they play on, but they happen in the same universe kind of thing. Not much different from, like, Unity or Valiant or any of the other stuff.
Yeah. It just sort of happened, and I would hear like nothing about it.
I thought they had Image was supposed to be publishing them. I thought that was what when they announced it.
This
So it's
is Dark
interesting that it's
Horse.
changed. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting that it's changed though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Dark Horse has had a bunch of changes, so I don't know if they're trying to get different material or what the deal is. Yeah, I don't even know if they're still doing it. The only stuff I ever really kind of see is sometimes Morrison's Substack gets linked out when he says something, but like yeah, it's I definitely have mostly avoided the entire Substack comic world.
I think the Morrison one is the only one I still get. I think I tried all of them back when it started. I don't mean
Yeah.
paid for all of them, but just like tried to see what it was,
yeah,
and then gradually drop them one by one.
I don't have time to read their comics, let alone their, massive, mini novels every week that they would write on some of these. I'll get them occasionally. Just every now and again, I'll be like the retail accounts will be added to a Substack from a comic creator, and I'm like, I got time for this, guys. Like, I'm sorry, just especially Substack. Like, I choose to not engage with them at all.
Ryan, I did think of you
That-
when I
that's
saw when I saw the Dark Horse. I think it was on their Twitter feed or something, and they said we're announcing. I thought of you specifically. You should be honored. We're announcing our name change to Light Horse Comics.
Oh, they're stupid April Fools. I saw that.
I know my number one fan of April Fools that I know is you.
Fortunately, it feels like this year everyone's like, we're sick of it. We just don't even
Yeah.
want to acknowledge
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
completely. Like, sure, Light Horse Comics, one joke.
Everything in the world sucks.
Yeah.
Nobody was going to push people over the limit on April Fool's Day this year.
Yeah, nobody cared. It's just nobody wants to hear any of this April Fool stuff. Like, I saw so little of anything posted, and very little made any news. Like, yeah, can we just as a people, can we just stop April Fools? Because it's bad. It's bad. It's not funny. It's always
wanted
bad.
everybody. Yeah, that's bad. But what April Fool's brings us in the grand scheme of things is it brings us so much closer.
Are
and
you
it's
like
past
super
now, but
high or something? What is
What are you talking about?
happening? Are you
What?
baked or like what is
No.
going on?
No.
You're like you're in
fine.
another world. Is something wrong with me?
No.
Well, there's a lot of
What?
statements there that are
Like,
have
what
multiple
is
levels
happening?
of answers.
Yeah, multiple levels of happening.
Is there something wrong with me? Is a separate question. Then it's like
Yes,
Brock's in
yeah,
another world.
World? Yeah.
Yeah. You like quadruple your Xanax or something today? Like what the hell is
No.
going on?
No.
But what's the good thing about April Fools, Brock?
Nothing. Nothing's good about April Fools. Fuck April
the
Fools.
good thing about April Fools is 2 days after, we get to celebrate the birth of our not Lord and Savior, Ryan Higgins.
Oh,
Ryan
always,
just
always.
turned
It's no joke.
the wonderful age of, he can bleep this out later, 47.
I don't like. You have some weird, like, is this like some magic number that there's a reason you've brought this up like 20 times? Like, people have birthdays. No, you guys have birthdays now. It's
No,
like,
I'm just
the
saying it's your
first of the group.
47th birthday.
Like of all the people, like
Yeah, you're the first of the group. That's
Yeah.
why we have to announce it.
that's fine.
Do I need to like have coconuts?
Everyone has a birthday. Dude, whoever your dealer is, tell him to take it down like 2 or 3 doses, okay? Because like I can't deal with Brock fucking baked out of his mind. Like this is no good. This is no good.
Baked
I have
out of
no
my
idea
mind.
what's going on. I don't have any clue. I don't have any clue.
I don't.
I don't
Ryan
know.
needs to up his dose. Maybe.
It's
Yeah, maybe your dose is load.
no. I'm like, give me on Ritalin or something because I'm like gonna shake out of my entire body. Anyways, there's a Substack thing. Yeah, okay, whatever. Moving on. I guess. Jesus Christ.
Now wait, because that was so long ago. This is a
Yeah,
serious
it's like I
question.
barely remember. any
Serious
of it.
question.
Yeah.
Because that was so long ago, versus if it had been released on Substack in 2025, would you
Yeah.
would that affect your ordering of physical copies?
You mean like if it was a Substack thing and then had a print thing at this like
Yes.
like now like shortly
Like 6
after?
months later. Yeah.
I think the audience is. I don't think I don't think there's any difference in what my orders would be.
Okay.
Because it's. I think it doesn't exist to the people that come into the store. To most people, they have. Yeah. It's like this is a brand new thing.
Yeah, it's just a number one basically again, right?
Yeah. Even if it was done years ago, I think most people are gonna have no idea that this exists. I mean, I'm sure there's obviously comic fans that are gonna know this stuff is around, but I don't know. I have no clue the audience or the reach of any of that stuff. It feels like it's just we just want to get people using our platform, and then they're gonna go off and just get more people to use it. I don't. How many people actually read the books on there? It could not have been many. So I like the idea of newsletters. I have no problem with newsletters, but I don't know about using them to deliver stories and comics.
What was the last Hickman big book?
Ultimate Spider-Man.
He's done a bunch of stuff for Marvel.
Yeah. Oh no, what's that? What was the cosmic one? Like last year.
Like Independent.
Imperial.
Yeah. He's
that
Imperial. Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But that Imperial is Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
all
what
the
I meant.
Marvel stuff.
I just meant. I don't mean which label. I mean which is the last big Hickman book.
Yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, Imperial tanked, so I wouldn't say it was big. They killed the entire line, right? They launched like 4 books out of it, and they're all canceled after 5 or 6 issues. They canceled Nova, She-Hulk. I don't even think Black Panther got a full series. I think it only went like 4 issues. I think they got like miniseries status. And there's like a new Guardians of the Galaxy thing that was like retroactively turned into a 5-issue mini because it launched when it launched as they were announcing the cancellation of the entire line. So yeah. Wow. Marvel's I have no idea what the hell they're gonna do. So yeah, that's kind of random. We'll see what comes of those books. We'll see if anyone cares. Again, I don't know how much there is to actually. How much of those stories were completed? How many books they got done? How many, if it's just like 5 issues, or if it's one thing, or if it's like they could have done 100 issues. I have no clue. I don't know anything about it past that it exists. So, get some other. Well, I'll do some comic news, and we get some media news here to talk about. Very random. We are in a world of Swamp Thing renaissance. Maybe they're getting ready for that DC movie or something. We talked about their unpublished Rick Veitch story. We have another unpublished comic coming out of Swamp Thing that's going to be in the Swamp Thing Dark Genesis 2-volume hardcover slipcase edition, which includes all the Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing comics. This has Swamp Thing 1 through 25, Saga of the Swamp Thing 1 through 15, Swamp Thing Annual, Brave and the Bold, blah, 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 blah. So it's all the pre-Alan Moore stuff, right? They are going to publish an unpublished Patchwork Man story that was supposed to be in House of Secrets 141, and then they're also going to have the unpublished Swamp Thing issue 25, which most of the pencils were finished, but Jose Villarrubia is going to go in and finish those 2 issues to match the original artwork as close as possible. So there's 2 unpublished Swamp Thing stories are going to be published. They're going to be completed and published. This shit that DC just has sitting in archives, and they're pulling out all the stops for Swamp Thing out of nowhere. I didn't realize. I had no idea these existed. I didn't know anything about Swamp Thing 24, this unpublished House of Secrets book. I had no idea they never finished that original story. So strange, but yeah, this is cool. I like when we come to go and do this. So,
I ordered the one that the Lee Wein stuff, right? The one that's supposed to come out.
Yeah. So this includes the entire Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson and all the original stories, plus all the other pre-Alan Moore issues.
Is it a hardcover?
Yeah, it's a 2 hardcover slipcase.
Oh, so, okay.
So it's not an omnibus. It's like 2. It's like it's the size of an
Two big
omnibus,
deluxe.
but it's actually divided into two
Okay.
books. I think one is 1 through 25, Swamp Thing 1 through 25, and the other is all the rest of the stuff, including the Saga of the Swamp Thing.
We are getting a deluxe version of Rom V's.
Yeah, he's getting a complete collection as well. So
Hopefully, the content of that is for the Ween and Wrightson issues is a reprint or using the same art files as that Absolute
I
book,
think,
which is incredible. That
I assume it is.
yeah, I would hope so, because that thing is just jaw-dropping awesome.
Yep. Yeah, very neat. Yep, they've all been all comics have been remastered. Well, this is the comics. I assume it means all the issues because it's the reprint. It's using the same files as the Absolutes. Jose Villarrubia did the recoloring on all of them to get as close to the original coloring as possible, which again, fantastic. Love to see that. And this is something that Toby always bitches about. Like, I know a lot of people don't like the 1,200 page omnibus, right? This does take and put this into two smaller volumes in a slipcase. I haven't seen DC do something like this in a long time. I thought this was just going to be a standard omnibus, but the fact that they're actually splitting it up into two books, this is something DC generally has not done in recent years. So it's interesting to see them try kind of a new format, or a new format to the current publishing line that they don't really do. So good on all the good on DC for getting all this stuff out there.
Now, will you be getting this book, Ryan?
Myself?
Do you own this content? I know, obviously not the news stories.
Yeah, so I have the Swamp Thing Bronze Age omnibus, which I believe is basically all this stuff. The original version of that. So I will probably not, but I'm in the process of converting. If they really do keep the Finest line going as far as they will, I will be cycling out some of my omnibuses for the Finest for not every collection. I'm not double dipping on most of this, but there's some stuff I'm still going to keep in omnibuses, but then some stuff, if they're going to do Finest, I would rather have that in a nice run, like Swamp Thing. That'd be like 3 Finest probably would be all those books. Maybe 2, but probably 3. The Alan Moore run would be like maybe 2 Finest. So I like the idea of the Finest with the complete character in order. It's so good. So I will likely, when they get to it, cycle out my Omni. But for now, I probably won't, because I would probably rather have the Finest edition down the road. But we'll see. Because, obviously, Marvel's I'm pretty confident in Marvel finishing out the epics for the long term. We've talked about this many times. The Finest, it's still pretty early. I don't want to start ditching stuff till I have the replacements. But then I don't want to be stuck where I'm like, well, I got 40 of these things and the line died, and well, here we go again. So I don't have. I'm not concerned. I have faith they're going to do it, but. Yeah, if I'm gonna have a standalone 1-volume Omni, I'd rather have that than, piecemeal of a line of Finest issues and don't have the rest of it. So we'll see what they end up doing. I'm excited for it though. Give people lots of different options, and we'll definitely stock it for the store for sure. There was another kind of cool. The First Order is up this week, but kind of cool thing that Marvel's doing. They have their line of Marvel Magic the Gathering cards that they came out with. The Spider-Man sets, that upcoming Avengers set. The Avengers Armageddon #1 that comes out soon will be bundled with an exclusive Magic the Gathering card. So this harkens back to the 90s. We'd always get those like tip-in cards and the bagged comics with the card inside. I
gotta get my Deadpool from X-Force #1.
I can't remember the last time a Marvel or DC comic had cards like.
Wasn't it like with Overpower?
Yeah, I mean that might have been it, right? And that's 20 plus years ago at this point.
Yeah.
it's been a very long time. If there was something more recent, it's not coming to me. So yeah, it's kind of cool that this is a cool little throwback. Because this is for the second set they're doing, the Avengers set. I think it's just called Marvel Superheroes, which is the second set of the Marvel Magic the Gathering cards. And then they're going to redo a bunch of variant covers. We're ordering them now, a bunch of variant covers using the artwork that they used for the Magic cards. So the Spider-Man sets. So the cover of the comic looks just like the Magic card. So it has like all the text boxes and stuff like that. So, and all the powers and spell costs and stuff. So some good cross promotion for Marvel, trying to grab some of those Marvel, some of those Magic players in. I know from the gaming people that play Magic at the shop, or that play Magic that go to the shop. We don't play in the store, but I know the Universes Beyond, the Magic, the TMNT. Some of these sets have not clicked with the Magic people, but hopefully the second Magic set's a little bit better than the Spider-Man one, because I know some people didn't like that. But that's pretty cool. Like, you give Marvel credit when it's due. It's pretty rare. It's
okay.
I
Wait,
don't know, man.
serious question.
Numbers are rough. Yeah.
Another serious question. Sorry to interrupt with this.
Yeah,
What would you say is your most dependable Marvel seller at this point? Not Ultimate.
I mean, I think like Amazing Spider-Man, X-Men, Captain America, surprisingly, maybe not. I mean, it's Chip Zdarsky. Thor, like X-Men and Uncanny. Those are all pretty much like the top books. Hulk's up there. Wolverine's up there. Not top, but up there. But I mean, they're not great. They're not awful. The sales aren't awful, but they're not great. It's the same books, yeah. But there's so many.
Notice how he's not saying they're good or okay.
The sales are not
so they're subpar.
Good. They're fine. They're pretty average over the last decade. It's like, we're not seeing anything.
You're telling me that Wade Wilson Deadpool isn't like running off of fucking shelves?
Every single Deadpool series that's launched, they've launched like 6 series in the last 8 years, and every single one just goes and just dies after 6 issues or 8 issues. Like they just like. We're down to 10 copies on the shelf.
They did so many Deadpool comics as minis for a long time that maybe that's just what the readership is.
There was an ongoing,
like a miniseries. And
then there was a series of minis. So you always had 2 books.
Yeah.
So that was the case with that. But yeah, no, it's there are, Amazing Spider-Man sells fine, but it is definitely on the lower edge that it's ever been. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
You mean those Marvel Red Bands aren't selling like hotcakes?
They sell okay. Again, nothing sells terribly. Like everything sells fine. There was a couple years there. We've mentioned this before. Where like, hey, what the hell you had? You had like all those fake Inhumans comics that were coming out. You had like Deadpool had like 4 ongoing books. I can't remember the names of any of them. It was all trash. It was all like 2015, 2016. Books were selling terribly. Like those are like there were books that I ordered 0.
So wasn't that the Marvel Now
like
era?
Pre-Marvel Now, like post-Marvel Now, pre-Legacy.
It was like the point one.
I was ordering 0 copies on the shelf for a lot of these books. That is not the case now. Even the random scrub, Iceman one-shot, I'm at least getting like 10 or 12 copies, and we're selling them. So, which I don't know what else you're expecting from something like that. But, yeah. Other than that, it's like, it's awful, awful. CBCS Lane. I'm curious your take on this. After Beckett, let me see if I get this right. Let me see if I get this correct. PSA, the card and grading company, purchased Beckett, which owned CBCS, one of the other comic grading companies. I believe that is the correct order there. Beckett owned CBCS, and you're right, and then PSA bought Beckett. CBCS will be closing all incoming. I think it was like April 15th or April 17th. April 17th will be the final submissions they accept for their grading plans, and they will be closing CBCS. No surprise, really. I assume PSA will start grading comics. Do they even grade comics now? Did they start? Okay. So it's not much. I don't think I've ever seen a PSA graded comic, but yeah, it does not make sense to have for PSA to own Beckett, which owns CBCS, and to have another confusing partner in there. So,
Sure. Although I think I prefer the CBCS slabs, though. That's just me.
Yeah,
Like the actual physical slabs.
Yeah, and they're all fine. I mean, PSA generally people find a little bland, but I mean, whatever. It's the name matters the most to most people. CGC. Really the only game in town now for comic grading that anyone's going to really use. Not that CBCS was super popular, but it had its fans.
No, there's still PGX, and there's one more. I forget the other company that's starting to rise right now.
Is anyone? Like, I don't see anything but CGC.
Yeah, basically, it's, like you said, it's the people who are absolutely frustrated with CGC.
Yeah.
Who mostly want it for their personal collection,
sure,
or just want a better slab. They go to the other two.
Yeah, PGX.
Better grading, stuff like that.
Yeah, again, I see PGX occasionally, but pretty rare. But yeah, if there's anyone else doing it, I haven't seen it. I'll look up. I've never seen a PSA comic slab. So, but they,
I don't know if I've seen the slab. I know that's taking submissions.
Oh yeah, maybe they haven't actually started doing them yet.
Or maybe they shouldn't have a slab yet. I don't know.
Yeah, it really, and look, nothing against the other companies or people that like them, but it's PSA or CGC. That's where you're going, and PSA leans heavier towards cards. CGC leans heavier towards comics, but they both do. Didn't like WATA shut down, right? That was the video game one. Didn't that get bought out or shut down?
They got bought out.
Yeah, it was a bunch of like weird controversy with them. So I think like PSA and CGC both do like video games and VHS tapes and manga and all this other nonsense that is kind of stupid to get graded. Like comics and cards, I get. Everything else is like, I don't really get this. But it's interesting. A little consolidation here going on in the market, and but slabs are hot. They're still very popular.
I'm kind of curious what happens because like CBCS had staffed up quite a bit last 3 years to catch up to CGC, like in terms of turnaround times, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that's a large staff that's getting let go. Possibly even like huge warehouses of stuff.
Well, it's all owned by PSA. It might just become PSA, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if PSA is going to continue with the same stuff, or are they going to start with their own thing?
I don't know.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I haven't looked into PSA for comics or magazines or any of that stuff at all. So,
the only question that anyone needs to be asking about all of these comic book grading companies is who's going to slab your copy of Eclipso
no
one?
No one will do it. The giant gem in the front. Maybe PSA will. If PSA will do it, I'll slab it. Yeah, no, it's
that's the real question.
No, we got to slab copies of Meanwhile.
Meanwhile,
sure.
yeah.
Consider it.
Let's get a 10.0 Meanwhile.
Yeah, you can be the first one on the directory.
On the registry. What's the pop on that lane? Yeah. I see CBCS slabs occasionally. We'll see them in collections that people bring them to the shop when they're trying to sell stuff. But yeah, it's pretty rare. No real surprises getting shut down. But yeah, if you're PSA, I assume you're just taking the people in the warehouses and the, you're shoving everything into your own company and calling it PSA. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know. I
mean, the other reason to buy them was the authentication services.
Well, yeah. So I did before the CGC bought JSA, right?
Yeah, right.
The not the Justice Society of America. The I don't remember what it was even called. It was a
It's a personal name. JS is someone's name.
Yeah, it was a signature verification company for like collectibles and sports memorabilia and stuff. I believe CGC bought them, right? That's right.
Or
so
they merged with them or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So they now do signature verification because they wouldn't. CGC never did signature verification. They would only do it if you were there. So the couple times I had to send stuff in for signature verification, we sent it to CBCS because Becky did do signature verification. PSA already does that, so I assume that's kind of some redundancy there. What I do like, I don't think CGC does this. PSA will do it where they'll authenticate the signature but not grade the card or the thing. I don't think CGC does that. Do they have just an authentication service?
I don't believe so. Yeah, I think PSA and CBCS were the only ones that had the authentication without grading.
Yeah, I have to look. I don't know if CGC ever made a change because I know they didn't. I don't know if they ever added that as an option. I know for some people they just want the authentication and the signature. They don't care about the actual grade. This
I'm pretty sure they did because I keep looking for that as well.
Yeah. Well, PSA does, but again, if you got to make sure they do it for comics. So I'll look into this. Maybe while you guys are talking about WonderCon, I'll see if I can check in and see if PSA is doing comics now. Another little cool news story here. If you guys haven't had a chance, go on YouTube. Yes, I'm telling you to go on YouTube and watch a video. I don't like watching videos on YouTube, but this is
and you say I'm fucking
But
high?
This is a case where it's a comic book thing, so you should do it. The extremely rare case where I'm going to suggest watching a video someone posted on YouTube on the DC page. They posted the Chip Zdarsky's Mad About You promotional video promoting the DC Comics
that was good.
and Mad crossover comic that came out this last week, in which Chip Zdarsky finds himself attempting to run through the streets of Canada in a Flash costume, and hijinks ensue. Very, very, very funny. If you know Chip, you know it's he's a very good sport about all this stuff. So. Yeah, really, really funny video that DC and Chip Zdarsky did. Like a little bit of a budget too. Like it's like, oh, you actually threw a couple bucks at this thing. Like this isn't some shoddy thing. Like this is actually pretty good looking. So totally worth watching. It's very funny. I've not had a chance to read the DC book yet, but we sold out. So the Mad book, so we sold out. So I think it's we'll probably get a second print or something. Hopefully they keep they do more of these later because it definitely seemed very popular. But yeah, go watch that. It's called Mad About DC. It's on the DC.
And I'm one of those four saps who was asleep at the wheel and forgot to order.
Well, I did reorder it. Hopefully we get some
okay.
more. Yeah. Hopefully we get some more. Worst case, there'll be a second print. I'm sure they'll do some covers.
You mean this thing?
Mad About DC. Yeah.
Kevin.
Yep. Thanks.
This thing.
And finally, if you need a hardcover collection in order to if you need it, why actually is it hardcover? Yeah, it is. If you need a hardcover collection, then go back and read those gripping Marvel DC crossovers from 2025. The Batman Deadpool #1 and Superman's. Actually, wait. Is this just the DC ones? Huh. I actually weirdly thought this was both of them. Okay, well, if you want to read the DC version of the crossovers, you can buy the DC Marvel, the Cosmic Kiss, Caper, and Other Stories, which collects the Batman Deadpool #1 and the Superman Spider-Man #1. I actually thought it was all four of them. It's apparently just the DC version, so I'm assuming Marvel will have their version, which will include the Spider-Man Superman and the Deadpool Batman. But they are also going to print for the first time the Flash, Fantastic Four, and Supergirl Blade. The Supergirl Blade either just came out or it's about to come out. The first of the two, or the first two of the four webcomics, the webtoon, like the Vertical Scroll webtoon things they did.
They were horrible.
Look, you're
Fucking
not getting
trash.
no. I'm not coming to their defense either. I looked briefly at the
Fucking
Flash one
gross.
and went,
I actually read most of it. It was
What
trash.
about the Thor Shazam one? That's the one I wanted to read too.
I didn't even. I
You
didn't
mean the
even try.
Thor Captain Marvel
Oh, yes,
one?
sorry.
Marvel?
Captain
Yes,
Marvel?
See, I've been beaten down so long, I speak the language of my oppressors. Yes, that's what I meant.
So that will likely be in the Marvel collection. Yeah, there's two more of these coming. Supergirl Blade, and I forget, which is the most random thing ever. And I don't remember what the Marvel version is, but like, yeah, they're Vertical Scroll digital comics. And I'm like, yeah, boy, just awful. I will gladly plunk down $150 for those for those amalgam for that amalgam omnibus all day long. These I think I'm good. I think I'm good. If they do a print version of the backups, like the Vertical Scroll, sure, I'll pay the $5.99 for the print edition or whatever for the comic. But I'm hoping. You know, look, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're a little rusty. It's been 20 years. Let's see what they do on the next batch crossovers, because it's a little bit rough, a little rough start.
Did you sell out of those Superman Spider-Mans?
We did, yeah, actually, because I didn't order nearly as many as the Batman, Deadpool. I figured, I mean, obviously Superman and Spider-Man are very popular characters, but it's not the first, and it's Deadpool and Batman are differently popular. But yeah, we sold out. We sold out every cover. So again, ordered some more. I'm sure there'll be second and third prints, and they'll keep doing it. They'll keep printing them. So, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be some interest in this from casuals, but I think enough people bought the regular books. A couple little stories here, and then we'll let you guys talk about WonderCon. I did not read it. Maybe one of you guys did, but we are getting a adult animated series based off Monstrous coming to Amazon. They are clearly very hot post Invincible to get more animated stuff, adult animated stuff to Amazon, because Invincible's been an absolute gargantuan hit. Monsters, one of those books I always thought looked cool, but I just never read it. So I like the artwork a ton. I don't know if any of you guys have read it, but I know Witches is also in the works. I don't know. I know ETA on that. That's been in production for years. I don't know.
Won't Criminal be first?
Criminal is live action though, right?
Yeah. I was just trying to think of new comic
animated.
series. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Witches is also animated. Monstrous is animated. So, yeah, Criminal is sometime this year.
Yeah.
In theory.
Lane, did you read
Sean
Monstrous?
I never read it.
I started, and I think I only got up to like 9, and I'm super behind.
Oh. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I read the
I have all
first.
the books.
I think I read the first trade. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. And I love the art.
Yeah, art's awesome. Yeah.
I think I see Sean Phillips post like every other week. He's like, "No, we have no idea when Criminal's coming out. Don't ask me. And even if I knew, I couldn't tell you. It'll be announced when it's announced." Yeah. These things
Wait,
take...
I guess the Spider-Man Noir is first of all those, right?
Yeah.
I forgot
maybe.
about that.
Is that Amazon too?
Yeah,
Is it?
I thought so.
Maybe it's Fox. What does Fox do?
I swear that was Noir was an Amazon
It might
show.
be Amazon. It may be Amazon. Yeah. Look, shit comes out. This is the problem. Even when shit comes out, I'm like, what channel is this on? What app is this on?
What streaming service
Yeah.
is this? channel?
If
What the
only
fuck are
we
you
could
old?
have
Oh yeah,
some
you're
sort of
47.
box that you could put this all into, and it would just have like a feed of when this is all out. Like, it'd be so much easier. It'd be so much easier.
Okay,
Well, Monstrous,
it just
in a
says
couple years.
Spider-Man Noir is for MGM Plus and Prime.
Oh, okay. Oh. Sure. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe Daredevil is on now. So if you're talking super comic book shows, Daredevil's on now. But we may actually get something even sooner than any of that, because my final news story here before we move on to WonderCon is that the Punisher One Last Kill special will be released May 12th, 1 week after the Daredevil Born Again season 2 finale on May 5th. So that Punisher special is going to come out post Daredevil, pre Spider-Man movie. So Punisher's going to get his little special.
But we also have last season of Boys coming in a few weeks.
It's this week, right? Doesn't it start this week?
It's sometime in the next 2 weeks, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it starts this week. Final season of The Boys.
I gotta watch the last season.
Boys is great. Do not skip Gen V. Gen V is fantastic. I was very, very surprised with how good Gen V is, and it's actually pretty important. It's like they're like half seasons in between the main seasons of The Boys, so it's like season like 3.5 and 4.5. Watch it. Definitely watch Gen
So
V.
watch-
Yeah. They're very good.
Gen V, and then watch the last season,
Yes.
and then watch.
Yeah.
Alright.
Watch the Gen V season 2, and then watch The Boys season 5. Yeah, because they air in between the seasons. So season
Oh,
one.
I had never watched the first
Yeah, watch
one.
season 1 was. So, if you've watched season 3 of The Boys, then watch season 1 of Gen V, 4 of The Boys, 2 of Gen V, and then 5 of The Boys.
And then 5
Yeah.
is the new.
I don't think you're going to. Characters from The Boys go to Gen V and things happen there. I don't know if
Yeah.
those characters are going to be in the final season of The Boys, but I don't think they're going to play like a massive role. But there are definitely some events that go back that are mentioned in The Boys that then happen in Gen V and then are mentioned again in The Boys. So it's not like weird fill. Like it looked like dumb like spin-off. It looked dumb, but no, it's really good. I don't think it's as good as The Boys, but it's right there. Surprisingly good.
Ryan did.
And then we have to watch that Punisher one shot for the end credit sequence to watch Spider-Man. Right?
I assume it'll have no real relation because we're getting the PG-13 version of Punisher in the Spider-Man movie, but the chronological order, I guess you would watch that would be Daredevil then Spider-Man, the one shot then Spider-Man.
I'm ashamed to say I have not watched any Daredevil yet. Marvel just did a great job of training me not to care.
First season
No,
or
the
this?
current one.
New season.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the first 2. It's good. It's very good. But
Yeah.
I have faith in this because it's the same actors and
Yeah.
at least they're taking off. I didn't love the Netflix stuff, but I liked it better than the rest of the stuff. Than the stuff Disney Plus did. I'll take the Netflix shows over the Disney Plus shows. So at least they're kind of continuing that line. I thought season 1 is very good.
But Ryan, my real question here is: this may be a Geekbox topic covered on the Geekbox already. I don't know. Did you watch Starfleet Academy?
No.
Will you be watching Starfleet Academy?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I am out on. So I've been slowly finishing up Lower Decks, which is fantastic. I have like 2 or 3 episodes left, and then I will be out on Paramount Star Trek shows until new people are involved.
All right.
I mean, they already canceled it. It's going to have its back half of the season 2, and it's already been killed. So no. I know some people like it. Some people like the other shows too, and they're fucking terrible. So, like,
Well, the fewer things. No, hell no.
okay.
The more I don't have Paramount Plus, so that solves that. But the the more things you scratch off your list or say, I'm just not watching that, the closer you get to Andor season 2. That's my goal here.
Yeah, I'm Andor season 2 is definitely on the list of things I will watch shortly. I
July for me.
Can't imagine I'll watch any other. I mean, what other Star Wars stuff is there? I mean, there's going to be Ahsoka season 2. No, there's
a Maul show.
Let's not be season more of any of this. Not gonna go see Mandalorian and Grogu. Like,
you're not.
I didn't watch the 3rd season of the show. Like, I mean, maybe one day I'll be homesick and binge them, but I have a million other things I'd rather watch. But Andor, I'll totally watch. Andor season 1 is fantastic.
I'm gonna get the Disney Plus and Hulu package in July for 31 days. So,
okay, you have your number one objective there, man. Seriously, I would.
Andor's on my list for that period, and then I think Alien Earth is on there from Hulu. So, I'll watch the Daredevil stuff as well. So, that's my kind of, I'll pay whatever it is and then watch the crap out of that stuff for a month, and then...
Yeah, I heard Alien Earth was kind of okay.
It was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I still want to watch it.
It's interesting. It's not... You're not going to watch it and go like, God, that was a total waste of time.
Yeah.
But it's not... It's my least favorite Noah Hawley show, which is kind of surprising. But it's worth watching. But definitely prioritize that under Andor, Brock.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Andor's at the top of my list for stuff to watch. Apparently we have a Be a Bush 5.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Perfect timing. Toby's here. That means you guys can talk about some WonderCon. I'm assuming Toby is here. He's probably cooking dinner or something.
Yeah, probably.
Fucking dinner.
Well,
or he doesn't realize he's muted and he's screaming at us right now.
Well, you guys can talk about the wonders of WonderCon, which I heard was not so wonderful this year.
Wait,
I heard it was quite quiet.
Well, I was the only one there Friday of these guys. Friday was super quiet, but that is not a complaint necessarily, because I got to shop at will. I did all my comic shopping on Friday. I finished off my Treasury collection, Ryan. It is done. It is done. The last 3 I needed were Dick Tracy, the Superboy and the Legion with the wraparound cover, the black. That's the new story with the wedding of who the hell got married? Lightning Lad and Saturn Girl. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then the third one is the House of Mystery, which I bought the facsimile from you because I've literally never in person seen a copy of the House of Mystery Treasury. And one table had 5 copies in all different conditions where you could just stand and compare side by side. How much do I want to pay? What condition do I? It was amazing. So I blew my whole budget on comics on Friday, but point being, it was dead on Friday for sure. Yeah. Friday's always quiet at that show. This was really quiet. And I think part of it is, as has been reported in the press, you had all these other cons the same weekend. I think you had
wasn't
C2E2,
that
Planet
weekend?
Comic Con, the Lexington Comic Con, which you might go, Lexington, who cares? That actually had big guests at it. So when you're dividing all of these, a talent pool, the dealer pool, and everything by 4 or 5 shows in one weekend. So for people who've never been to WonderCon, I believe that the Anaheim Convention Center is actually larger square footage than the San Diego Convention Center. It is huge building, huge. So at the best of times, at a full booming WonderCon, it still doesn't feel that crowded because the space is so vast. And this was definitely less than that. And so these guys can chime in too, but you could walk along. At one point I was in Artist Alley, and they have these the long tables that are like a long, that you'd serve a buffet on, that kind of table. And I think I counted 6 in a row that were just empty with nobody there. and then there's these spaces in the floor where you'd normally have. I think Heritage usually has a booth there. Just not there. They have one of those dealers that has like big stacks.
Well, as you pointed out to me when we walked by, there was a giant square on the ground. You go. That's where they usually would be.
That's Heritage, yeah. There's another
Yeah.
vendor usually in the back of one of the halls that has big stacks of mystery boxes from different properties, like a huge booth. They weren't there. And so what I was telling to Toby at one point was, with all this extra empty space, because again, even if it's full, it never feels like San Diego is. San Diego is suffocating. This never feels like that. But this year, it made it feel like a small show in a huge building, which is just a different vibe than normal.
Yeah, it's. What do you think is going on? I'm
also-
curious about WonderCon. I don't have any insight.
I have a theory, and I could be totally wrong on my theory, but I have a theory on WonderCon itself. I think whoever's organizing WonderCon, and I know they're owned by Comic-Con. I don't think they're the same organizers, but whoever's running WonderCon doesn't give a flying fuck about WonderCon. I feel like they had their foot traffic. They don't think they got to invest in WonderCon anymore. I feel like they feel like the people are going to come either way. Over the last few years, they've gone down to like being a mini Comic-Con to we don't even going to bother anymore. We're not going to announce anything like until like a month or a week out anymore. Or are we going to bother with any guests anymore? Like a couple of years, if Saint Seiya is the biggest thing they're going to push, to this year where there's literally nothing on the walls anymore outside, I don't think they care anymore. Like, I don't think whoever's running the show doesn't care. I mean, like, Dustin Nguyen, and, I mean, hey, for artists to go to a different show is common, right? I mean, you know, you've been doing a show for many, many years, and maybe you want to check out something else. But he's like an LA local, and he ended up being at it's a Kansas City one, I think. You know, a lot of the big artists ended up at, you know, C2E2 is going to get its share, but that Kansas City was able to get quite a few, like, regulars. I'm like, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, it was just, I don't know. I don't know about this WonderCon thing. I really don't. It's gone from a happy, like, you know, smaller con, like, smaller-ish con, like, you know, if you don't want to get the full San Diego effect, to like, I'm not sure if this is a con worth going to in the future. I mean, there's a couple artists that only do WonderCon that I really want to see, but you know, I haven't been a regular since it's gone to Anaheim, right? Yeah, when I was in San Francisco, is one of the regular local cons that we do on an annual basis. Since it's gone to Anaheim, it's been more like a, you know, kind of similar to ECCC. It's been a like every now and then con for me. But boy, I mean, I think like last 2 years I pulled out going, they haven't announced anything that I care for, so I'm not going to bother going. This year we had other things we wanted to do outside the con, and aligned it with the con just so we could do a day there, and I had fun during the day, I'm not going to lie. I think I bought the most art out of all these guys, which is you. Yeah.
If it's quiet, I'm sure you guys get some good deals, and you don't have to worry about people. And yeah.
Oh, I had enough time to go back and forth from this one dealer to buy a comic book page because I had the time to do it. I'm like, I'll walk away once, I go offer more money, I'll walk away again, like, you know, because I had the time to do it, and it was like, yeah, oh shit, I still need to email that Lego bootlegger guy. There was a couple Lego bootleg guys, and yeah, they sold me some ones that didn't buy, which is very annoying. But no, I just think overall from what it used to be, it's just not the same. Like the print guys, there's one of the print guys was still there, but like all the usual suspects were kind of gone. A lot of the big name like artists were not there. Sure, they had some of the writers, but yeah, it just felt like empty and like. Yeah, like almost like it didn't matter.
The big guess for sure was Snyder, as far as because Ryan, his line was, and the poor Scott is like, I don't know where he was flying from, but he had this whole saga about getting there when it's like you're literally flying past 2 conventions closer to you than this. But
what was even weirder is like Scott Snyder usually gets teamed up with an artist, so does Tom. and neither of them are really teamed up with like one of their like constant like paired up artists anymore. Not in this con. Like Scott will usually bring Capullo or one of the other artists, and Tom is usually there with Mitch, and it's kind of funny. Both of the writers were there, and neither of the artist pairing were not there. So it was a little interesting. In that aspect.
Tom King was there too.
Yeah, and so was Josh.
Interesting. Yeah, it's weird that they wouldn't have the artists.
Yeah.
It's usually like the big team of all of them. Yeah.
But Scott had aligned the entire one wall of one of the halls. I mean, it was
absolute Batman.
Yeah.
No, they actually cut his line off halfway through the first signing because they said that the line was already like 4 hours long. So I talked to some of the people there. But yeah. Well, I was also going to say, don't forget that I think a lot of them were having the TSA issues because I heard a couple of the booths were gone because they didn't want to waste time, 5 hours in TSA and they had to deal with all their product. So a couple vendors canceled last minute for that reason.
I think you also had weather, right, in some places.
Yeah.
So it was just a combination of factors that led to a much small. I still love that show every year. Just like it's the kind of con I would take somebody to who's never been to a Comic-Con before, because you could see a lot of different stuff and you're not going to get trampled and smothered like you do in San Diego, even on the slow days at San Diego. But this year was definitely cranked the chill factor up to like cold.
Well, it's because it didn't have the bodies to fill it up to warm it up this time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, I think the big thing is that there was no real celebrities this year. Like, not on top of the fact that we didn't have very many big high-tier comic creators. I mean, there still were some, like Jim Chung. Like, a lot of the locals were still there. So, Artist Alley, locals, you're not really getting rid of, except for, Dustin trying a new one. But, they're all the same. They're going to be there, and so they're consistent. It's always good to see them. But the out-of-towners, the new guests, there are hardly any, and there's almost zero celebrities except for voice actors, which are brought in by by vendors. So, like, the con itself didn't bring a single celebrity itself.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
You had the guy from Big Trouble in Little China, one of the Thunder guys.
Yeah, but he came on his own. And same with...
Actually, I don't even think he came on his own. I think he came with...
That's like old school WonderCon, like,
Yeah.
That's like you'd have the alley of, older actors, right?
Well, no, it's not even alley of older actors. I think he came with a store. I think it was like a store.
Yeah, so I'm saying, he was in the small press area.
Yeah, and then you got like the two Power Rangers, like part of a store also that came with a store.
Yep. And then a bunch of the voice actors came with the Funko store. So, just nothing the con itself brought really is the problem. Like, this is the first time in like 10 years no lottery.
Yeah, and I think that's what I mean by whoever is running the show here either doesn't give a flying fuck about the con, or thinks he's got everything in the bag and doesn't have to try anymore. And I'm being a little harsh with my words, but I do kind of feel like that on that con at least.
Well, being, so close to San Diego and not too far in time from San Diego, it's not like it's in December, right? It's in April, March or April, right? So it's like Comic-Con is pretty close. If you're planning to go to Comic-Con, you're already planning for it by the time WonderCon rolls around. It's a couple hours away, so I feel like if it's going to be a very different thing, how WonderCon is not some, like, it's right next to Disneyland. How do you not make this like a big Marvel? Disney's going to have their own thing, but it's not like you can't do more with them, right? They could have people out.
Bring it back to the Bay.
Sure, yeah.
I hear rumors that Anaheim Convention Center is going to do some remodeling or whatever it's called. I say, we lost it because Moscone was doing some stuff. So maybe an Anaheim Convention Center is doing some stuff. Bring it back to the Bay. And that's
WonderCon even up here, definitely had more people. Right, it was pretty busy. It was at a much smaller location, but
it had some magical moments. I still remember the Doctor Who panel with Neil Gaiman before he got canceled. That was a magical panel, man. That was a magical panel, and there were some magical moments that happened up in the Bay. And I don't think any of them got recreated or like in the same vein down when I went to Anaheim.
Well, I mean, the big reason to be in Anaheim also is it's in LA, so the idea was they're prime central for all the celebrities and all the big talent, and it's just weird that they're not getting them.
I don't know. I mean, you think they bring everyone in for San Diego, so I just have to assume they're just letting it kind of die off. I don't know.
Could be.
It's also as close as you get to a local DC con.
Yeah.
And they have almost no footprint there at all.
Yeah. Did Marvel or DC or Image or any of the companies have booths?
No.
Nothing.
Like, what? That's
Nothing.
They haven't for years.
Yeah,
Wow,
but I don't think
bizarre.
I don't think those publishers are doing booths outside of New York and San Diego.
Yeah.
But DC used to be all over WonderCon. Like maybe 2019.
Yeah.
Like a huge presence there.
Mm-hmm.
There no publishers, or I should say no major publishers.
I've never been to C2E2, but I assume like the Image, if they were to go, they would pick C2E2. I think C2E2 is like number 3. I would go San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, and then C2E2, I feel like. I could be wrong, I've never been, but I feel like that's like number 3 in the list. And after that, you have like the Emeralds, the MegaCon.
Mega.
Yeah, you put MegaCon in there too.
Yeah. But I would feel if I'm Image Comics or if I'm DC or Marvel, C2E2 runs around, I'm going there.
Maybe I think a lot of
good things.
Oh, go ahead, Ryan.
C2E2, MegaCon. Yeah, there's lots of big cons. It's just shocking that LA can't seem to figure this out.
Yeah.
Of all areas.
Well, a lot of it is that it's like you've got to ship a booth. You've got to pay the staff who's going to work that booth for all hours around the clock. You've got to have the pins and all the trinkets and shit that you're giving away for nothing. And all of this stuff. And I understand it's really expensive to organize that and what's your ROI, but like you're not going to get any closer than WonderCon for DC. You literally could just drive it in a U-Haul across from Burbank down there. Like it's going to be way easier to get to there than San Diego. So they must just feel like it's not worth the investment for what you're going to get out of it at that show anymore. Too bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
I have a feeling it's the prices.
Yeah, Lane pointed it out that Comic-Con Revolution in further east? No.
Yeah, Ontario,
is getting better guests. I mean, like, you got a little up-and-coming con that is getting better guests than like, I'm sorry, but WonderCon was a bigger con, as in, like, by name. That a little up-and-coming con can pull better guests than you do. I'm like, I'm sorry, you don't care anymore.
Oh, even when it was up here, even before I moved to San Francisco, when it was in Oakland, it was still, one of the bigger comic conventions in the country, right? It was one of the larger regional cons. Like, it's not San Diego, it's not New York Comic Con, it's not MegaCon, it's not on those levels, but it was pretty big. So it's I figured when it went to Anaheim, it was just going to like blow up and be this massive thing, and it kind of felt like it felt like it was for a couple of years, but yeah, I don't know.
I have a feeling that now I'm going to guess, but my feeling is that the table prices are too high now. They're to the point where they're just not workable, because I would say that knowing that we're in the middle of LA and the number of people there's no reason that, worst case scenario, and I know this is not something that Comic-Con people like, but that whole floor would be covered with nothing but Pokemon sellers and all the CCG guys just trading and flipping all their graded cards, because that is where the money is right now.
Yeah.
And even they're not going to WonderCon.
Yeah.
Like, they would have flooded that place if they could pay for those, if those booths were, their ROI was worth it. And I have a feeling maybe it's because WonderCon is charging too much now.
Yeah, it's very possible. Yeah, I don't know. Strange, sad.
Well,
So bad stuff aside,
I
you
think
guys
how
have a
I
good-
think how it ended up. Toby, correct me if I'm wrong on this. I think how it ended up was all three of us were like, if you combined all three of us at the end of the show, it was like one regular collector because it's like Toby bought all art, Lane got signatures, and I got only comics. Is that correct?
No, I got comics.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Well, I also got some fake Legos.
So we've covered,
That-
but we individually covered every like category
Every
of.
aspect. Yeah. Every aspect of it. I can't believe that
Oh, no.
I was the biggest art guy this time around.
Toby had to buy a game first.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool. Again, we went there for other reasons, and it was just cool to align it. And our buddy dropped us off and picked us up. It just worked out perfectly, actually. And one day it was just the right amount to be there. But yeah, it's a little too sad because this was a con I actually enjoyed in the past a lot. And it's a little sad that in the last couple of years, I feel like it went from a con I really enjoyed to a con I'm like, may not even pay attention to in the near future, which is sad. You know, I really like this one.
So Toby, what was your big piece, your big purchase? I was trying to, I remember what comic it is. I couldn't remember the artist.
Oh, Ali Garza's Batgirl page.
Right.
Yeah, and then I got a couple of pieces, quite a few pieces from an artist in Artist Alley. That is just an Artist Alley guy. Like he I think he actually draws for Disney, like the parks. But I bought a few pieces from him. Bought a few pieces from the cartoonist guy, and yeah, that rounds up my art pickups, and then yes, I went and got a few non-Lego branded Lego minifigures of which one of them I got 10 of them and then came home and realized that 3 were not even the ones I wanted. So I should have double checked them on the spot, but I trusted them in pulling the right ones.
You love those fake minifigs.
Well, yeah, well, so
Look, I'm not paying $500 for a Lego. Like, go for it. Like, buy all the good Legos you want.
Yeah,
Crazy.
look, I buy the real ones too, but then I kind of buy the fake ones for the characters to add to things. So I got a lot of fake Stranger Things ones. One, because some of them look slightly better. Two, some of them I'll use the pieces to make better versions of the ones that exist. Also, some of the characters don't exist in the actual pieces. Like, there's no Billy in the either of the two Stranger Things sets. There's no Erica. There's certain characters that just don't exist. And some I feel like they don't look quite right. So I'll use pieces to make them, like, I'll piece them together. Of course, I have to get a Yelena MCU minifigure. I have to get that. And then, yeah, there was some there was a really cool Jubilee, like a little bubblegum face. I thought that was really cool. So I grabbed that one. But yeah, for me, I love the originals. I just kind of buy the bootleg ones to add to the originals. Like, I'll like either characters or things I want to build together. And with the Stranger Things, I have some ideas to build other like subsequent scenes that I want to do. So I want the extra figures. I'm not gonna buy another $300 set to get the extra figures.
Yeah, the prices on some of those figures just get like unbelievably expensive. Yeah.
I don't actually know
So,
the
yeah,
answer to this one. What was your big purchase? I actually don't know this. Yeah.
I just bought a bunch of more hard to find Wildstorm books
Oh,
Like,
and signatures.
the horror stuff.
Signatures.
and signatures. That's it. Yeah, that's all I really got.
I thought you got one art piece, didn't you?
No, I just had my. I went to meet my friend who was in the art club
Yeah.
up when he was up here, and he had a booth down there, and I had him just sketch on a blank.
That's cool.
That's all. Yeah, we used to trade art all the time, so he's
Nice.
a good guy. Were you going to tell the wonderful story of the bet?
What bet? Did I lose a bet?
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah, you owe Higgins $1,000.
Ah, shit.
Excellent. Another 1,000? Great.
Higgins?
What'd I do? What was the bet? I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I
about
don't
this.
remember either.
Shut up and take the
It's
win,
good that
Ryan.
it's good that the two people that made the bet don't remember this
Yeah.
at all. What
I was
happened?
trying to help you out.
Bet with Higgins?
This is news to me.
Nah, don't worry.
Well, I must have drinking some of Higgins' tea by being super forgetful and not remember anything.
That is true. That's usually what happens. Well, now I'm curious.
Actually, Higgins, you owe me a lot of money.
Why is that?
All of a sudden, his memory works again.
Oh, I never forget the money you owe me because it's sitting in my back room. I see it every day.
It's the money you owe other people that you forget.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't think about that. Because I'm like, yeah, they'll remind me. They'll remind me when I need to pay them.
And then you don't believe them. Wait, seriously, what's the bet? Wait, no, I mean, it's bad radio. Someone fucking spill the beans.
I know what it is. I
have no idea.
No, it was Lane was talking about when Toby, when you were off shopping and we made a bet about what you'd come back with. It was that last night right before we left.
Oh, about the page?
Like, Lane was betting that you were only going to buy prints from Artist Alley, and I was saying you were going to come back with original art, and then you came back with original art, and then Lane handed me that $100 bill, and independent, separate from the bet. Lane hands me a $100 bill, and Toby goes, "That's what you guys bet on me?"
It was pretty funny. You guys didn't set this up right. So, like, those two fuckers were, like, tired. They're done with the con, right? I'm still, like, arguing with the guy about the Ollie Garza page. I'm going back and forth going, 150? No? I'll walk away, motherfucker! Right? Not in those words, but a little nicer, of course. But then, like, I eventually the con was done, and I'm like, I was trying to find Lane and Kevin because they were in one of the outside areas. But since they started getting kicked out, so they were gone. They were on the in the lobby, right? So I walked by the Lumpia people, said hello to them, said hello to Pat's wife, and then they told me they texted me back. They're going in the lobby, so I walk in the lobby, blah blah blah, this, blah blah that, right? We're meet up and like, all right, what we're doing now? We're gonna go head home, and at some point, Lane just hands $100 to Kevin. Is right? Well, is that how it went?
Yes.
Is that the way the money went?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we bet on blah, 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 like, on what you picked up. And that's when the $100 exchanges hands. I'm like, motherfuckers, you are two of the, like, more cheaper people. And I mean that with respect. I mean that with total respect. Bet on me for $100. My mouth was so wide open on it. It was unbelievable. But, yeah, there was something else, though. It was just, they happened to talk about the bet. And then Lane just happened to hand $100 over. It was pretty funny.
Toby, I could safely say I'm not going to bet $100 predicting what you're going to do in a given situation.
Yeah, that's why it threw me. Like, that's why I was so flabbergasted by it. I was like, this motherfucker won't spend $5 on a fucking Coke. I'm like, he bet $100 on
me? I won't spend $5 on a Coke? Me?
No.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
Me?
Yeah.
Dude, I spent more on food and drinks at that stupid con that weekend than I spent on all the comics I bought.
Only because you have to. Only because you have to. No, that was pretty funny. I was fairly flabbergasted by that one. So it had nothing to do with the Higgins. You guys set this all up, and I thought it had something to do with the Higgins. Yeah. I actually bought...
Maybe next time.
I bought not a single print at that con. Not a single print. Every piece was on original art and then fake Legos. That was it.
That's we've seen so many cons now where it's like they're being taken over by the card guys. They're being taken over by like the merch stuff, right? Comics obviously still very popular, but yeah, like Comic-Con this year would be very interesting to see what that ends up looking like. I think there's a lot of these cons that are switch what people are buying. You're gonna have obviously your variant covers and clearance stuff, and so I wonder if like the Golden Age guys and the crazy expensive CGC stuff. I wonder if that's kind of, I wonder if cons are not quite the place for that stuff anymore.
I found out something interesting. Like the guy I bought the art piece from, I guess they're gonna do a mini con before San Diego Comic Con with all the old school vendors. It's like the comic guys, the art vendors and stuff like that have probably been priced out. They're going to do like a pre-Comic-Con show. I got the flyer somewhere. I have to look
that's cool.
Up.
That's cool.
Yeah. I thought that was very interesting.
Well, that's what the Berkeley Con is. It's kind of like an old school Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like those guys are, the comic
We have the
conventions
Oakland one
haven't
coming
been
up.
for comics for a little while, so
We got that Oakland convention one coming up.
Now looking forward to that one.
yeah, there's a not WonderCon coming back to Oakland.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
See what happens.
Yeah, I might actually go with the kiddos.
Hey.
There's new conventions popping up now.
Yeah, a lot of card conventions, a lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
card
that too.
conventions.
But there's surprisingly a lot of other conventions. I think it's just people wanting events to attend. You know, something
Yeah.
new to see. Just putting it out and seeing if people will try it. Like, you know, like we still have our GalaxyCon coming, and then
Yeah, but those
Like, we have-
fucking changed dates. I was so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. They're a weekend later now, and it's messing up my plans. I had it played out perfectly, and now they're double layering. Like it's at the same week as this Cape and Cowl now. So it's very annoying. Very annoying.
I'll just tell Kim and Cal to
Was
move.
Cape and Cal 2 days or one?
It's only one, but so
Yeah, just go to Cape and Cal on the one day.
well, that's what I'm doing. But I'm still annoyed about it.
Good problem to have, I guess. Too many conventions.
So when's Comics
Too
Conspiracy
many
Con?
conventions.
Oh boy, God.
Oh, for fuck's
Running a
sake.
convention sounds like the worst.
Why do I automatically know I'm going to be the guy that has to
Ryan,
run
what was that
security?
show that you had a table at? And it was at the San Jose Convention Center. Was that Big
yeah,
Wow?
yeah, we used to do Big Wow.
Yeah,
Big Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it was what was it before when it was in the tent?
SuperCon.
SuperCon. Yeah. We did
SuperCon.
that on and off for a while, but I hate running. I hate going working at conventions. It's so much work. It's just not worth it.
Ryan just hates people, guys. I don't
That's
even
true.
know why he
That's
owns a comic book shop where people come in. Like
That
his
is
perfect
true.
day is when nobody comes into the shop. Like that's
No,
what he loves.
His perfect day is Monday when he does everything from
Yeah,
home.
that's why he loves the hub so much because it's like fucking online orders. He just hears the ding ding
Yeah.
like I'm making sales. He fucking hates people.
Yeah.
Well, people talk
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
That's
To be
part of
to
the
be
problem.
fair, Ryan
It's
has
worse.
a couple of
It's awful.
regulars that really talk to him. So I do understand that. I do
More than a
understand
couple.
that.
It's fine. I mean, that's part of the job. It's,
Like,
I
guys,
tell people.
let me lay out the land here, by the way. They're not just talking to him, like, for 10 minutes. They roll up at, like, 11:05, and that's, the store opens at 11, and they'll literally hang out and talk to him, and I say talk at him, maybe, is probably the better wording, all the way till 8 o'clock.
I mean, this is the thing you will find in any service job, right? Yes, you have people that talk at you. That is a phrase I've used very regularly. Where, and again, there's plenty of nice people, but a lot of people do come. I always say we're 95% therapist and 5% comic book shop, right? That's just how all this ends up working out because you people come in to, we're their escape from real life. Right.
It's a
So,
little like a
I've-
bar.
Or the,
also.
where they're no,
Yeah, exactly. I've long gotten used to this, but there are days where I'm just like,
well, remember when Bryce would come in and just like
everyone. You know what? That's
because he
yeah.
had no one to talk to.
Sure. Yeah, plenty of people do. Yeah. No, it's. I'm very used to it. I try my hardest to listen, if nothing else. So,
Ryan has perfected the.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
oh, I'm
Okay.
great at
By
it.
the way,
I'm great at it.
if Ryan is typing at the same time, that means he's actually on Twitter.
I'm great
Uh-huh.
at it. Not on Twitter anymore.
No, he's on
Jesus
Blue
Christ.
Sky. He's not on Twitter.
Definitely
He's
not
on
on
Blue
Twitter.
Sky.
Well, back in the day, it was Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, there's,
And he's on Blue Sky crying about his Boston Red Sox.
I can triple multitask pretty regularly. I'm bringing up a customer doing something
Okay.
and trying to listen to someone talk. So.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. That's,
Uh-huh. What did you
Yeah.
say, Ryan?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got it. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yep, exactly. You're a natural, Toby. You're a natural.
Toby, you're not typing enough while you say that.
Oh,
Do it for 30 years and let me know, how thrilled you are for every conversation, Toby.
I've done it plenty of times myself, dude.
Yep. No, my favorite is 8:01 p.m. on Wednesday. My body just slumps down when I turn off that open sign. If you're still in the store, I'm like, I'm done. Like my body I just evaporate. I just fall into a pile of clothes. I'm
Guess
just like,
what is my favorite time to show up at the store, guys?
yeah. That's why you
Yeah.
show up
Give me
5
a
minutes
guess.
before closing.
8:02.
And I'm like,
No, he likes to show up at 8:02.
I guess when I show up, then I'm
I'm like,
be as loud as possible because I know exactly what buttons to push.
Yeah, it's like.
So wait, is this? I
give up
actually,
at 8:01.
as long as we're on this subject, I don't actually know if this is a joke or not. But Toby, do you actually have a pile of inventory in the back room, or is this just like a bit?
100%.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
100%.
I mean,
100%.
I knew it was probably a couple of items, but I didn't know if it's okay.
It's probably more than a couple, and it pisses him the fuck off, and I
Yeah.
enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah.
I enjoy every minute of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I've long learned how to handle Toby and other people in my life that I have to handle differently than normal people. So, yeah. Long got used to it. It's fine. And on that note, a wonderful podcast. Thanks,
Fucking
everyone.
great
How was
radio.
WonderCon? Good? Okay. We're gonna go now. I'm gonna thank our top tier backers. Unless any last minute WonderCon thoughts, any last minute.
Well, no, we have more whatnot thoughts. We have more and more fucking podcast listeners listening in, or not listening. There's a couple people that are on there treating us their bonus episodes. So I want some of that Patreon money, buddy.
Now you got Kevin Rollis over there, and instead of Kevin Sharp.
Yeah. Well, we do have to explain to them it's
So many
not the same
fucking
Kevin.
Yeah, different Kevin.
We get both of them on one.
Yeah, I'll stop by
Yeah.
one of these days, and then the worlds can all collide, like Earth 1 and Earth
Yeah,
2 hitting.
there's two Kevins. I do say the other one is TJ Heaven, but no one listens to me as usual. Yeah.
So whatnot? You guys, this is doing good. Doing good.
Well,
Yeah,
you're,
do it
you're the
Wednesday
one
this
getting
last
the
week.
money, so you tell us how you're doing.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Technically, haven't rung anything up in the system
Oh,
yet.
wait, no, bring it up.
Oh, he's gonna get.
I have other shit to
I
ship.
mean, I believe it. This is all you guys.
The fucking shit
hashtag
never-
Break the Brock is the slogan here. Hashtag
Tell me all
break the-
about it. Just don't get me in
Yeah.
trouble. Just don't
Oh no,
just
it's piss off Ryan and break the Brock.
don't get us banned. That's all I'm asking.
I'm not. Well, why would I get you banned? What's the fun in that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I can't ship anything because there's no
I don't care what you guys
T-mailers.
do.
Oh, you don't? All right,
No, they're
It's
coming.
on.
They're coming.
it's on.
You can't tell Toby you don't care what
Yeah,
he does.
then it's on.
You know what he's gonna do.
It's not gonna
it's
do
on.
anything.
But yeah, no, we had a couple of other. I mean, Max is a regular listener, and then was that Rad Puppy? Rad Puppy showed up. Yeah, I kept thinking it was Rad Dad, but it's a Rad Puppy. He's also a listener, and then yeah, we have a couple of regulars now, so it's very interesting. And it's fun.
Yeah. Selling stuff. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
are we still
Glad you guys
recording?
like it.
Yeah.
We are.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
we've been
That's-
recording.
We want to talk
Welcome
about
to the
whatnot.
show, Kevin. This is how we do outros: is by going on tangents and having other topics to talk about.
The whole point of our outro is for Toby to attempt to make this podcast go
This
longer.
is Toby showing up
So
at the store
Ryan-
2 minutes before
I
closing.
just no,
right?
but I
This
remember
is-
who he's saying. I want to thank our high tier backers, and
Yeah.
that puts me
Yeah.
in, the mental mode of like you're winding it down.
And then,
Yeah,
and
but
then
see,
Toby,
winding it
when
down.
when
Toby
you train
ignores
the
it
people,
completely
when-
and
when
just
you
keeps
tra-
talking.
Yeah, when you train the people, that's when you tune out. That's when you make it longer and make sure that they, know that there's bonus material.
Yes.
Yeah. Or do you like that Super Mario Brothers movie, which has me very concerned?
Yeah, well, I'll definitely talk about it on the Geekbox next week.
I'm
for
very,
sure.
very
If you want to
concerned.
listen to
I'm very, very concerned about that.
Geekbox.net.
I'm so concerned that I don't think I even want to watch it anymore since you liked it. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you said you weren't going to. You didn't like the
Yeah,
first one.
because you liked it. You liked the movie. It has me very concerned. I'm like, at that point, I'm not gonna bother anymore.
Yeah.
My '90s like live action movie. That's all I
Yeah.
need.
Yeah. Well, if you like the first one, I think you'll like this one.
I didn't like the first one.
Then I don't think you'll like it.
That's a problem.
It's not rocket science.
Bring back John Leguizamo as Luigi, and a dinosaur Yoshi, like an actual dinosaur. Not a puppet, but an actual dino. That was real. Not kidding.
On that note, thanks to our high tier backers, Joe Duff, Kelsey May, and Jimmy Rivera, the Social Forum Podcast, DDT Wrestling, and Grayson Nurse on YouTube. Check out comicconspiracypodcast.com for all our previous episodes. You can go to patreon.com/comicconspiracy. Kick us a couple bucks over there if you want to donate some cash to us. Give it to the boys here for their hard work. Comicsconspiracy.biz, where you can go purchase comic books from us. Meanwhile, anthology.com, we have our anthology on there. I always forget.
Sold one the other day.
Sold one the other day. Whatnot. Yep. We still sell them at the shop.
Sold one from the shop. I'd have to mail it out.
And I had someone asking about it on the stream, and I had to sell it to him too, but he didn't actually bite on it, sadly. I didn't do my job.
Whatnot, Toby, Lane, and our other guy, other Kevin, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m.
No, I think they're going to switch it.
Pacific, whatever the hell they call this. Western.
Western Pacific.
Eastern.
Jesus.
Pacific. Western. What the hell are we?
No, it's Pacific.
PST.
Yeah.
PST, Pacific Standard Time.
Pacific time, Western time. Go look up Comics Conspiracy on Whatnot. You can watch these guys sell you some comics. SpiritofBrock.com.
Yeah, because apparently it's Break Brock time, so we're gonna buy tons of shit on Whatnot.
Break the Brock.
Tons of shit on our eBay store. Tons of shit on the hub.
Yeah.
All sounds good to me.
Yeah.
SpiritofBrock.com, Brock's website.
I want that image.
Well, it would be great if I had supplies. Where are my team mailers?
I want this image of like Bane breaking like Batman and it's the face of Brock and Batman. Like that's the goal. That's a goal. I want to just like hear the scream from wherever I am in the world. Know that it was Brock. That's the goal.
Made out of shipping boxes or something.
Ryan sees the huge stack I leave on for fucking Saturday morning pickup.
One of his fourth mention podcast, all about Doctor Who. Our friend Charlie.
There's going to be a night. There's going to be a night where we're going to have like over like $4,000 of orders, and you're going to go walk in and you just walk straight out. That's the goal.
Just do that. I'm gonna be the old man in that Simpsons meme.
Yeah, and that's when we know Ryan has to do the work himself, and that's the goal.
Check out the interview series Between the Panels at fanbasepress.com and a page I love at Comic Art Live on YouTube. It's Kevin Sharp here.
Kevin's actual stuff.
There's fun stuff on YouTube. And my wife Leanne. LeanneHill.com. You can see her art over there.
Yeah, I got an extra signature on my Meanwhile book at this con.
Which one?
Leone? Is that how you say your name?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got one additional signature, and then we figured out that there's one mystery signature that I have to figure out who it is.
I think, Toby, isn't there a total of 6 signatures on that cover, or 7?
I have 8 now.
Okay,
I have 8 now.
8 signatures and one you don't know who it is at all.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
What does it look
figured
like?
out all the other ones, but I still think it's one of the small press area people, and I tried to look up because I do try to take pictures of people. I just don't remember. It must have been like one of the ones you like listened that went and grabbed. I think it was a Comic-Con. I really do. Yeah.
If you're on Blue Sky, I'm Ryan Higgins Ryan. Brock is Brock Sager. Toby's Toby XI, but
Brock's like
he doesn't
triangle
remember
like,
his login. But you can still tag him.
Yeah.
Kevin's that Kevin Sharp. Lane doesn't.
Who doesn't remember his login? Brock?
Toby.
Oh.
Me? I never fucking remember. I hate that shit, man.
And check out Geekbox, which we'll definitely be talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Just came out this past week. I'll let you know all my wonderful thoughts about this fantastic movie.
I did get my Yoshi egg, which I'm happy about.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Well, Charlie went on midnight screening for that movie, and I was like, grab me one of them Yoshi buckets.
The popcorn bucket? Yeah.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I told you those are going to be like $50.
Don't remind me about that.
And that's it. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll catch you guys in a few weeks. Bye.